Your faithfulness made me smile. Morning arrives singing through the birds out in the garden, and the clear sky overhead feels like a quiet celebration. The breeze gently touches my face as it softly passes by, while sunlight paints colors around me. I almost forgot to notice in life. Looking back across this whole week, I can clearly recognize so many moments when your grace was the strength that helped me rise. There were days full of questions, there were plans that had to change, but through every unexpected turn, the Lord helped me remain. Not everything was easy, not everything happened as I dreamed, but today I see your goodness in every road that carried me. And there is a peaceful joy that does not depend on circumstance. It comes from knowing God was holding me through every moment and every chance. So I give thanks today before I even speak, because my heart already knows who carried me through the week. Your faithfulness made me smile when I thought I couldn't make it through. Your presence sustained me in everything I had to do. And on this bright Friday morning, my gratitude begins to bloom, because the God who brought me this far still fills my life with truth. My joy comes from you like a peaceful flowing stream, and the more I look behind me, the more I see what your faithfulness means. The warm cup rests in my hands while the morning slowly grows, and quietly my soul remembers every place your kindness showed. The small miracles of this week may go unseen by everyone, but I keep each one remembered as evidence of what you've done. Because God's faithfulness is present even in simple everyday things, in ordinary days made beautiful by the grace that always remains. Jesus, thank you for every step that brought me here, for every door you opened and every blessing still drawing near. May I never lose the wonder of celebrating who you are, because true and lasting joy always begins within the Lord. Faithfulness made me smile, and my soul sings once again. Looking back across this whole week, I find countless reasons to give thanks. On this open sky Friday morning, I begin the day gratefully, because the joy that comes from God has found a home inside of me. God is already there. when sunlight fills the window like good news breaking through. The week ahead is still a road my eyes have yet to see, but there is peace within my heart, because God knows what will be. The clocks begin their rhythm, the city starts its day, but hope awakened first within me, resting in the God who knows the way. There are blank pages waiting for new stories to unfold, moments that have not yet arrived, and dreams still waiting to grow. I do not know every answer, and I don't need to know, because before my footsteps reach there, the Lord has already gone before. And this simple truth brings rest deep inside. I am not walking toward the unknown, I am walking with you as my guide. So I keep moving forward without needing control. The God who holds the future is guiding my soul. God is already there in every place I'll someday be, in every door, every encounter, and every new opportunity. So I begin this week with hope at break of day, because faith does not need all the answers to choose belief along the way. God is already there before my eyes can see, and that assurance fills my heart with courage to keep believing. The gentle morning breeze moves softly through the trees, reminding me that promises bloom in their perfect season peacefully. Maybe living by faith means this: trusting before understanding why, and resting in God's loving care while answers are still passing by. Because the Lord writes stories better than I could design, and when I place my plans before Him, I discover peace of mind. Jesus, thank you for already knowing every day ahead, for walking before me even when I couldn't comprehend. May my faith remain steady with every step I take, for the God who stands in the future is with me now as I awake. God is already there, and my heart chooses trust today, believing goodness waits before me along the path you lay. On this peaceful Monday morning, filled with light and grace, I begin the week by faith, with hope blooming in its place. day at a time. Tuesday wakes up gently without asking me to rush. Sunlight slowly fills the room, inviting my heart to trust. There are goals upon the horizon and responsibilities to do, but God reminds me softly, I don't have to hurry to move. The future belongs to the Lord, and today is right before me. Maybe faith is simply learning to live each day faithfully. Sometimes I want the answers for everything ahead, but your voice keeps teaching me to focus on today's bread. There is grace sufficient for the challenges I face, and strength is being given for each moment of the day. The journey is not built in one extraordinary event, but through little steps directed by faith and contentment. So I place my worries into your loving hands and find the peace to keep walking without carrying every season in advance. One day at a time, one prayer at a time, one page at a time, trusting in your faithfulness divine. And on this Tuesday morning, my heart chooses peace, because the God who holds tomorrow walks beside me faithfully. God is in the small steps I often fail to see, but every step I take with you becomes a victory. The morning keeps unfolding as the city comes alive, and inside my soul is growing a quiet confidence inside. I don't need to see the whole road or know where everything will lead. I only need to keep walking and trust God to guide me, because the miracles of perseverance are built without making noise, and the most beautiful purposes often begin with simple choices. Jesus, teach me how to live without fear of tomorrow. May I find joy in the journey and peace beyond my sorrow. May my eyes remain focused on the goodness that comes from you, because whoever walks beside you always knows what is true. One day at a time is enough for me today, because your grace walks with me every step along the way. On this bright Tuesday morning, I choose once again to believe that God is in the small steps, leading me into the life He has prepared for me. Morning wakes in silence, with a clear blue sky ahead, and the sunlight fills the window. I remember every path is known by you instead. There are roads I do not know, and answers yet to come. But there is a peace that remains, because you've already seen what will be done. Everything that waits for me, far beyond what I can see. And the God who knows tomorrow still watches over me. Sometimes I wish I could see every detail of the road ahead, but faith invites me to rest in the love of the God who sees instead. You have already seen each meeting, every door that will open wide, every prayer that will be answered, and every place where I should arrive. So I do not need to fear what has not yet come to be, because the God who stands in the future is here this morning with me. And when my thoughts begin to run beyond today, your peace gently reminds me my story rests in your hands always. God has already been in my future, and that calms my heart today, because where my eyes cannot reach, your guidance already makes a way. On this Wednesday morning, I choose to trust once again, for the Lord who knows the pathway also strengthens where I stand. I can trust the path ahead even without understanding all, because God's goodness walks beside me through every rise and fall. The aroma of coffee rises as the city starts to wake, and there is such a deep calmness that words could never fully say. Maybe true trust means not knowing every reason why, but resting in the certainty that God is faithfully guiding my life. And when I place my plans into the care of your love, I discover there is freedom in depending on the Lord above. Jesus, thank you, because my future rests with you. No day will ever surprise the God whose faithfulness is true. May I live this Wednesday with hope and gratitude, knowing your faithfulness remains the foundation of all I do. God has already been in my future, and my soul can truly rest, because your hand remains steady through every step ahead. On this bright and peaceful morning, I choose once again to believe that the God who writes my story knows exactly how it should be lived. first steps forward before today's plans begin. My heart is filled with gratitude for all the ways you've carried me. I didn't always see the pathway while learning how to walk, but looking back I recognize how often you protected my heart. There is beauty in simple days I often fail to see, in heaven's quiet kindness that faithfully carried me, in doors that opened at the right time and strength provided to endure, in peace that softly found me when I trusted in the Lord. And every part of this journey carries traces of your love, like pages written by the grace of my Father above. So I begin this Thursday morning with gratitude and joy, because the goodness of God fills every moment of my life. Grace has brought me this far, and grace will guide me on. The God who writes my story knows where I belong. On this beautiful morning, filled with light and peace, I see the hand of God in every little thing. Grace has brought me this far, and that is reason enough to sing, because the love of God walks with me through everything. The aroma of coffee rises and the day begins to move, yet within my heart remains a quiet gratitude for you, because there is a confidence that circumstances cannot give. It comes from knowing God is the reason that I live. And when I look upon this week, I clearly recognize the faithfulness of the Lord beyond what my eyes realized. Jesus, thank you for every blessing I received, for those I noticed quickly and those I only saw later on. May I walk through this day with humble eyes to see that your grace is present in every part of life for me. Grace has brought me this far, and my heart chooses gratitude, because the God who leads me also helps me bloom on this bright Thursday morning. Filled with hope and peace, I discover that the goodness of God is greater than I can perceive. My joy comes from the Lord. Friday morning arrived so gently, with golden sunlight shining through. Coffee fills the house with fragrance, and peace settles into view. There is beauty in this simple morning, and gratitude within my heart, because once again I awaken answers, and in silence, in doors you opened wide, in daily acts of kindness, showing you are by my side. So I begin this day with hope, ready to embrace what comes, because the joy that comes from God always finds a way to bloom. And while the morning awakens, my heart desires to sing, because there is a gentle happiness the world can never bring. My joy comes from the Lord, like sunlight filling the dawn, soft as a morning breeze, steady and strong. This morning is God's gift, filled with grace and peace, and I walk with a gentle smile, carried by belief. My joy comes from the Lord and brightens all I see, turning ordinary days into reminders of His love for me. Books are waiting on the table, the day begins unhurriedly, and there is a beautiful peace walking faithfully with me. Without rushing toward tomorrow, without burdens in my hands, because God knows every pathway and understands every plan. So I move through this Friday morning with confidence and grace, knowing God's goodness invites my heart to smile along the way. Jesus, thank you for every morning you provide, for every quiet act of kindness spread throughout my life. May I carry this joy wherever I may go, because those who find peace in you always find a song. My joy comes from the Lord, and my heart chooses praise, because there is hope in every morning you allow me to embrace. On this bright Friday morning, filled with peace and light, this morning is God's gift, and my joy is found in Christ. Monday morning has arrived, wrapped in light and hope. Sunlight shines through the window like a promise, helping me cope. Coffee warms the morning air as the world begins to rise, and my heart discovers peace before I even start the day, because this week begins safely in the hands of the one who sees it all. And there is rest in knowing I can trust His call. There are plans waiting ahead and roads I will walk through, but none of them are surprises to the God who sees me through. You know every detail, every step that I will take, and long before this morning came, your care was already awake. So I let my thoughts rest within your loving plan, because the future is secure inside your faithful hands. And while sunlight fills the house, my heart chooses to believe that the goodness of God has prepared everything I will receive. God is already in this new day, long before I awake. He already knows each pathway my feet will someday take. Tomorrow is safe in God's hands, I do not need to fear. Every page seems to whisper that your faithfulness remains. I do not walk alone this week, nor do I need to prove my worth, because the God who called me by name surrounds me with His love. So I welcome this new beginning with joy and gratitude, knowing that your presence will guide me through. Jesus, thank you for walking ahead of me, for preparing every pathway and staying faithfully near. May I move through this week with faith, peace, and praise, because the future belongs to the one who holds my days. God is already in this new day, and my heart finds rest, because before my very first step, your guidance has been set. On this bright Monday morning, I choose to trust again. Tomorrow is safe in God's hands, and His goodness will remain. Morning light touches the window with its familiar gentle glow, and the fragrance of fresh coffee makes this moment slow. The week continues onward, and many things may come, but there is a quiet peace when I live trusting in your love. I do not need to see the horizon or know every turn ahead, because God knows the entire pathway, far beyond what I can comprehend. There are curves I cannot notice, there are doors yet to appear, but the Lord already sees them long before they draw near. What seems distant to me today already rests before your eyes, and your perfect wisdom always knows how to guide. So I place this Wednesday morning safely in your hands, because true rest is discovered inside your loving plans. And while the morning awakens, my heart chooses trust today, because the God who sees the future walks beside me on the way. God has already seen the road ahead, and that brings peace to me. I do not need to understand everything now to know where I will be. I can trust the Lord's direction, I can rest within His love, because every step along this journey is protected from above. On this peaceful Wednesday morning, I choose once again to believe that your hand remains faithful to guide and care for me. The open Bible on the table reminds me of your promises, and every word strengthens my faith and confidence. When I look toward coming days, I find no reason to fear, because the God who made the pathways will always keep me near. So I move through this bright morning with joy inside my soul, knowing that your faithful presence will help me grow. Jesus, thank you, because your ways are perfect. Even when I do not understand everything, your love remains constant. May I live this peaceful day with confidence to move ahead, because those who walk beside you always find rest instead. God has already seen the road ahead, and my soul has found peace, because your perfect wisdom will never cease. On this bright Wednesday morning, I choose to trust again. I can trust the Lord's direction, because your goodness remains. Your faithfulness made me smile. Morning arrives singing through the birds out in the garden, and the clear sky overhead feels like a quiet celebration. The breeze gently touches my face as it softly passes by, while sunlight paints colors around me. I almost forgot to notice in life. Looking back across this whole week, I can clearly recognize so many moments when your grace was the strength that helped me rise. There were days full of questions, there were plans that had to change, but through every unexpected turn, the Lord helped me remain. Not everything was easy, not everything happened as I dreamed, but today I see your goodness in every road that carried me. And there is a peaceful joy that does not depend on circumstance. It comes from knowing God was holding me through every moment and every chance. So I give thanks today before I even speak, because my heart already knows who carried me through the week. Your faithfulness made me smile when I thought I couldn't make it through. Your presence sustained me in everything I had to do. And on this bright Friday morning, my gratitude begins to bloom, because the God who brought me this far still fills my life with truth. My joy comes from you like a peaceful flowing stream, and the more I look behind me, the more I see what your faithfulness means. The warm cup rests in my hands while the morning slowly grows, and quietly my soul remembers every place your kindness showed. The small miracles of this week may go unseen by everyone, but I keep each one remembered as evidence of what you've done. Because God's faithfulness is present even in simple everyday things, in ordinary days made beautiful by the grace that always remains. Jesus, thank you for every step that brought me here, for every door you opened and every blessing still drawing near. May I never lose the wonder of celebrating who you are, because true and lasting joy always begins within the Lord. smile and my soul sings once again. Looking back across this whole week, I find countless reasons to give thanks. On this open sky Friday morning, I begin the day gratefully, because the joy that comes from God has found a home inside of me. God is already there. Monday morning rises softly, with the sky painted blue, and sunlight fills the window like good news breaking through. The week ahead is still a road my eyes have yet to see, but there is peace within my heart, because God knows what will be. The clocks begin their rhythm, the city starts its day, but hope awakened first within me, resting in the God who knows the way. There are blank pages waiting for new stories to unfold, moments that have not yet arrived, and dreams still waiting to grow. I do not know every answer, and I don't need to know, because before my footsteps reach there, the Lord has already gone before. And this simple truth brings rest deep inside. I am not walking toward the unknown, I am walking with you as my guide. So I keep moving forward without needing control. The God who holds the future is guiding my soul. God is already there in every place I'll someday be, in every door, every encounter, and every new opportunity. So I begin this week with hope at break of day, because faith does not need all the answers to choose belief along the way. God is already there before my eyes can see, and that assurance fills my heart with courage to keep believing. The gentle morning breeze moves softly through the trees, reminding me that promises bloom in their perfect season peacefully. Maybe living by faith means this: trusting before understanding why, and resting in God's loving care while answers are still passing by. Because the Lord writes stories better than I could design, and when I place my plans before Him, I discover peace of mind. Jesus, thank you for already knowing every day ahead, for walking He's with me now as I awake. God is already there, and my heart chooses trust today, believing goodness waits before me along the path you lay. On this peaceful Monday morning, filled with light and grace, I begin the week by faith, with hope blooming in its place. One day at a time. Tuesday wakes up gently without asking me to rush. Sunlight slowly fills the room, inviting my heart to trust. There are goals upon the horizon and responsibilities to do, but God reminds me softly, I don't have to hurry to move. The future belongs to the Lord, and today is right before me. Maybe faith is simply learning to live each day faithfully. Sometimes I want the answers for everything ahead, but your voice keeps teaching me to focus on today's bread. There is grace sufficient for the challenges I face, and strength is being given for each moment of the day. The journey is not built in one extraordinary event, but through little steps directed by faith and contentment. So I place my worries into your loving hands and find the peace to keep walking without carrying every season in advance. One day at a time, one prayer at a time, one page at a time, trusting in your faithfulness divine. And on this Tuesday morning, my heart chooses peace, because the God who holds tomorrow walks beside me faithfully. God is in the small steps I often fail to see, but every step I take with you becomes a victory. The morning keeps unfolding as the city comes alive, and inside my soul is growing a quiet confidence inside. I don't need to see the whole road or know where everything will lead. I only need to keep walking and trust God to guide me, because the miracles of perseverance are built without making noise, and the most beautiful purposes often begin with simple choices. Jesus, teach me how to live without fear of tomorrow. May I find joy in the journey and peace beyond my sorrow. May my eyes remain focused on the goodness that comes from you, because whoever walks beside you always knows what is true. One day at a time is enough for me today, because your grace walks with me every step along the way. On this bright Tuesday morning, I choose once again to believe into the life He has prepared for me. Morning wakes in silence, with a clear blue sky ahead, and the sunlight fills the window. I remember every path is known by You. Instead, there are roads I do not know, and answers yet to come. But there is a peace that remains, because You've already seen what will be done. Everything that waits for me, far beyond what I can see. And the God who knows tomorrow still watches over me. Sometimes I wish I could see every detail of the road ahead, but faith invites me to rest in the love of the God who sees instead. You have already seen each meeting, every door that will open wide, every prayer that will be answered, and every place where I should arrive. So I do not need to fear what has not yet come to be, because the God who stands in the future is here this morning with me. And when my thoughts begin to run beyond today, Your peace gently reminds me my story rests in Your hands always. God has already been in my future, and that calms my heart today, because where my eyes cannot reach, Your guidance already makes a way. On this Wednesday morning, I choose to trust once again, for the Lord who knows the pathway also strengthens where I stand. I can trust the path ahead even without understanding all, because God's goodness walks beside me through every rise and fall. The aroma of coffee rises as the city starts to wake, and there is such a deep calmness that words could never fully say. Maybe true trust means not knowing every reason why, but resting in the certainty that God is faithfully guiding my life. And when I place my plans into the care of Your love, I discover there is freedom in depending on the Lord above. Jesus, thank You, because my future rests with You. No day will ever surprise the God whose faithfulness is true. May I live this Wednesday with hope and gratitude, knowing Your faithfulness remains the foundation of all I do. God has already been in my future, and my soul can truly rest, because Your hand should be lived. Morning arrives in golden light, bringing calmness to my eyes. Sunlight gently fills the table, where a new day comes alive. And before the first steps forward, before today's plans begin, my heart is filled with gratitude for all the ways you've carried me. I didn't always see the pathway while learning how to walk, but looking back I recognize how often you protected my heart. There is beauty in simple days I often fail to see, in heaven's quiet kindness that faithfully carried me, in doors that opened at the right time and strength provided to endure, in peace that softly found me when I trusted in the Lord. And every part of this journey carries traces of your love, like pages written by the grace of my Father above. So I begin this Thursday morning with gratitude and joy, because the goodness of God fills every moment of my life. Grace has brought me this far, and grace will guide me on. The God who writes my story knows where I belong. On this beautiful morning, filled with light and peace, I see the hand of God in every little thing. Grace has brought me this far, and that is reason enough to sing, because the love of God walks with me through everything. The aroma of coffee rises and the day begins to move, yet within my heart remains a quiet gratitude for you, because there is a confidence that circumstances cannot give. It comes from knowing God is the reason that I live. And when I look upon this week, I clearly recognize the faithfulness of the Lord beyond what my eyes realized. Jesus, thank you for every blessing I received, for those I noticed quickly and those I only saw later on. May I walk through this day with humble eyes to see that your grace is present in every part of life for me. Grace has brought me this far, and my heart chooses gratitude, because the God who leads me also helps me bloom on this bright Thursday morning. Filled with hope and peace, I discover that the goodness of God is greater than I can perceive.